Hi guys, my name's Kelvin White and welcome to Ultimate Tropicals. I trust you guys are all well and keeping yourself safe. So in this very short video, I thought I would cover my ICU, my intensive care unit. I've spoken about it a few times. Now there's nothing groundbreaking here, probably nothing new to a lot of you, although there may be something here of interest. Now over the years I've used many different ways of trying to rehab plants, and as you all probably know if you've been watching the videos, then I do favour a perlite, pure perlite mix when plants come in, and the vast majority of them do extremely well in that because it's an opportunity to keep an eye on their roots. It's light and airy, it's easy to shake out and shake off without distressing the plant, and that's what I use on a long-term basis. But every now and again we get a few plants that are really struggling and they need a bit more attention. So that's where the ICU comes in, the intensive care unit. I can pick it up, here it is. Now, as I said, I've used various methods over the years, but a few months back someone gave me a really good tip on what to actually put in one of these ICUs, and I'll cover that with you now. He was very keen to stress that he had a 100% success rate of everything that he's put into his ICU. So I set my own up, and I've been following that, and I'm not absolutely sure if it's 100% or no, but my goodness, things really do grow in there, and it grow extremely well, and even things that were on their last legs seem to be coming back very well. So we'll dive in there and have a look. But first of all, I'll just show you how the container is made up. Okay, so if I come down here sort of on ground level, what we've got in here is about 5 centimeters of leca. Okay, so that runs throughout the whole container, a couple of inches. Now on top of that is another 5 centimeters of sphagnum moss. And interspersed with that is about 1/3 mix of perlite. So the sphagnum moss and the perlite is all sort of mixed up together. But the guy was really keen to stress that do not disturb the layers, so that the leca stays at the bottom, and then the sphagnum moss perlite sits on the top of that, and then of course the plants are situated within the sphagnum. At the bottom is about probably 2 centimeters of water. It uses very little water actually. I don't have to top it up very often, and this of course wicks its way up through the leca and keeps the moss damp. Now these are kept under lights for 16 hours a day, and of course the humidity in there has got to be close to 100%. I take the lid off every 2 days just to let it air out a little bit and let a bit of fresh air in, and he was quite keen to mention that needs to be done. Otherwise, obviously, we're going to get mold and all sorts of things growing in there. So what we'll do, we'll dive into the box, and it's a bit of a treasure chest. Even I forgot a lot of the things that have actually ended up in there. Okay, so if we dive in the top, now I've got a few varicosum in there. There are cuttings, and they're sort of doing what you'd expect them to do, really. They're sort of doing okay. In there we've got a melanochrysum, and we've got 3 wirequanum, or 3 queens in there. I think there's one down in there, and there's another one doing very well there. And there's a 3rd one somewhere. We've got a Plowmanii that really needs to come out of there now and be boxed up. We also have some Papilinium that's gone in there, 1 or 2 dark mamma. Really nice leaf coming up on this one now. I'm struggling to remember whether it was actually a Regale or a Magnificum. We've got a Forgetii in there, a Pastazanum. And the other thing worth mentioning, some of you guys may well remember the quartet of Papilinium crossed with Regale that came in, I think it was back in November. And they looked absolutely amazing, the 4 of them, but of course they had no roots and they went into decline. They were in perlite for a long time and really didn't do anything at all. And then I moved them into here, And here you can see one of them. So he's now sprouting his leaf. There's another one there if I can come round. So that's the second of them. And there is a third one somewhere down in there. And he's got a little shoot there, but no leaf emerging as we speak. And if I go in here, there's all sorts of little things popping up now. As I say, I've forgotten a lot of the things that I'd actually put in there. But you know, all in all, this for an ICU works extremely well. And I mean, this afternoon I'm going to pull some of these out now and pot them up and make a little bit more room. So this is the hospital centre. And as I say, it's just really based around having that 5 centimetres of leca with another 5 centimetres of sphagnum moss, and interspersed with perlite. You can see them perlite in there. And that's what's working for me. So hopefully that was useful, and speak again soon. Bye for now.